What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sky and Mac. Yes, so this is going to be the first analysis video that I'm going to do. So I actually trade three pairs, and yeah, so these are the three pairs that I trade: Euro USD, USDCHF, and CHFJPY. As you can see, these pairs down here. Yeah, these are the three pairs that I trade. So I'm going to start my analysis with CHFJPY. Yes, and we're going to take a look at the market. So the overall trend of CHFJPY, Swiss francs, Japanese yen is bullish. You can see the market has been trending up for quite a long time. Yes, so that's the overall bias for long-term movements. But since we day trade and our capital is suits for day trades or swing trades, we usually take positions on the lower time frame. So just quick overall trend is to the upside. Yeah, so with this overall trend, you can see that we have our current momentum is bearish. You can see the market is going down. Yes, the market is going down right here. So because we broke structure here, so the current momentum is bearish. So since we broke this structure, the most recent low before the up move on the daily time frame, before we broke this low, we're bullish. So now we switched to bearish. This is our change of character, and so the current momentum is bearish. Yes, so we can see that we had a change of character right here. Yes, so since we changed character right here, we are now open to the market going down even further. But to go down for how long? So according to the current leg, we can see the leg before this leg, we can see there's a ton of imbalance here on the daily. Even here there's the imbalances. If you don't know what imbalances are, you can research on them. And by the way, I trade concepts called smart money concepts. In case you've never heard the terms I'm using, yeah, you can just research on smart money concepts, or ICT. Yeah, is the creator, so you can just research on that for more information on imbalances, you know, and whatever else I may talk about which you might not understand. Yes, so the market is currently going down with this bearish momentum. We can see we've been bearish for a couple of days, about a week, and our aim is now to fill in this imbalance. So I'm expecting the market to drop until this daily order block here, just here. I'm expecting the market to drop until this level. Then from here we can look for some potential reversals in the overall trend. So we can potential reversals in the current momentum. Yes, so to continue the overall bullish trend starting from here. So in short, I'm looking for the market to sell all the way from here up to this level where we can look for some buys. Yes, higher time frame buys. So now if we scale down now to the lower time frames, and also another major level we can look at is here before I scale down. Why this level? Because it's also a major level. Yes, because it broke structure, it caused this change of character, and it's on the higher time frame, therefore it's a major level. So if the market were to retrace, whether it goes down here, whatever, but if the market were to ever return to this level at any point in time, I would look for some sales before maybe it continues bullish or wherever it wants to go. I would look for some sales in this level with confirmation. Yes, so now let us scale down to the lower time frames and see what's going on there. So on the lower time frame, we can see the H4. The trend on the H4 is bearish also. We can see, and our most recent break on the H4 is right here. Right here. So this is our most recent break on the H4. Yes, so since this is our most recent break on the H4, our current swing leg is this one. If we put our Fibonacci retracement, you can see our current swing leg is this one. Yes, so in short, on the H4 we are also looking for sales. Yes, on the H4 we are looking for selling levels because the H4 is bearish and the daily are switched bearish. So even on the H4 we are looking for potential sales. Yes, so sales from which level? we look for bearish order blocks. Yes, so my points of interest are these levels here. Yes, we can see our recent H4 swing leg is this one right here. Yes, so that's why I've put the Fibonacci from this high to this low. Yes, and we can see price is retracing to our premium levels. Since we're selling, we only want to sell in premium levels. Yes, so any level before, because my premium levels are from the 61.8 to the top, which is the origin, or if I'm buying is from the 61.8 to the origin from the bottom. Yes, so this is our premium zone right here. This is where I look for my order blocks. Yes, so on the H4 things are not that clear, so I'll scale down a bit to the H1, and we can now see from the top here. First we look for our origin block, and we can see it's this one right here, this zone. We can see if we end on the imbalance right here, you can see this imbalance. Yes, and this will be our origin block, where we can look for some potential H4 sales from, where we can target the H4 low. Yes, so if price gives confirmation in this zone and we get an entry, we'll target this low. Yes, and yes, we can see price is retracing there. So apart from that level, there's no any other level on the H4 swing leg. I would have also potentially picked this level, but I can't because it's an Asia high and we can see it has not been liquidated, so it's very risky to use this point of interest because it will most likely be liquidated, or in other words, it will most likely be taken out. It will most likely be stopped out if you use this level. Yes, so therefore we'll use it as our liquidity into this level, and therefore that's why this level is a high probability, because first of all, it's an origin block. It swept out liquidity here. We can see the Asia high was taken out, and there's also liquidity into the levels, and we're also building more liquidity here. Therefore it's a very high probability block, where if price retraces here, we can sell more and fill our imbalance up to this level. Yeah, this whole imbalance here up to this level. So that's for the H4. Yes, those are the levels I'm looking at on the H4. Then on the, if we got now to the 15-minute, because yes, for the 15, for maybe potential intraday moves we can look for. Yes, you can see on the 15 we see what's happening on the 5th. So on the 15-minute we can see we recently took out this high, this 15-minute high. You can see we recently took it out, and therefore our 15-minute leg is this one. Yes, but for the 15-minute, if there's a change of character and it's not in any major level, just a random change of character, I don't really, I prefer a continuation in the intended direction. So since the 15-minute has just changed character out of nowhere, we're not in any level, I'll prefer this high to be taken out. Since we have retraced, we've taken out this high, we've changed the intent to bullish. I won't look for any other blocks in my premium zones here. I'll rather wait for this high to be taken out once more, then I'll use the next range to look for my buys. So for the 15-minute, not that much, just waiting for price to take out this high here, this high, and therefore we can look for buys in the range that will be formed in our discount zones. So that's for the first. So for the 15 minutes, I'm looking for buys after this high is taken out. So that's for CHFJPY. Overall, we're bearish until this zone here. Until this zone, this is where I look for potential reversals on the higher time frame to go very high. And on the 15-minute, we are bullish. After this high is taken out, we can confirm it's a strong buy into this level. Yes, and when we retrace into this level, we can get our confirmation and sell down. So overall, this is what I'll be looking for. I'm looking for price to do something like this. Take out the high, maybe retrace again, look for some buys in these levels. Go there, wait for some confirmation, on the lower time frames, then we can sell all the way down here and take out this low. Yes, and this is the potential movement I'm looking at on CHFJPY. Yes, until we can go down to those, feeling the whole imbalance on the daily and go down even lower, and we're done. Yes, so that's for CHF. Yes, so that's for CHFJPY. That's my analysis. And so now we go to the other pair, which is USDCHF. So for USDCHF, it's the, because we can see the overall trend is also bullish. If we go to the daily, you can see we have been bullish. Yes, we have been bullish right here, and our current momentum is also bullish. You can see our current momentum is a strong buy, because you can see a lot of USD strength in the market. The CHF strength was somewhere here when they increased their interest rates, and the market literally just dropped. Yes, and now we have some USD coming back in power on the, against the CHF, and you can see some buys over on the current momentum. Yes, so our major levels that we can look at potentially, this level right here, because you can see the imbalances right here, and this level took out this low right here. It took out this low, therefore it's a valid zone on the higher time frames, a major level, and so we can mark that out. Then again, on the bottom we can see that we also have some imbalances here, although these levels I'm not really looking at them currently right now, unless if price decides to eventually retrace back to them. So I won't emphasize that much on these levels down, but other level is also this level right here, this level right here. Yes, this is also a zone. Why this zone? Because you can see that it took out this high right here. This high, you can see drop, retracement, drop. Therefore we can see that this is a valid zone. This is a valid zone. Yes, now these are our major levels. So now when we scale down to the lower time frames, the H4, you can see the H4 is also bullish. Yes, the H4 is bullish. The current momentum on the H4 is bullish. Therefore we mark our recent swing leg to see where we can potentially buy from on the H4, since we are bullish. Yes, so on the H4 we can see that our most recent swing leg is right here, from this low to this high right here. Yes, so this is our most recent H4 swing leg. Why is it so hard to align this? Let's see. Yes, okay. Yeah, so this is our most recent swing H4. What the heck? H4, the 4-hour time frame swing leg, because you can see the most recent breakout structure is right here, this high here, and price took out the structure, retraced, and now this is our new high, because you can see price is retracing now on the H4. So where can we look for buys on the H4 so that we can target this high? It's right in this premium discount zones. Yes, so we can look for order blocks in here, and on the H4 things are not that clear, so we can go down to the H1, and we can see that our first OB will be these wicks. Our first point of interest will be these wicks down here. So why these wicks? Simple. This is the 4H low. We can see we labeled on the H4. This is our low. Can even do that. This is our low on the H4, and we can see that the reason why, so this is our extreme order block, this is our extreme point of interest. Yes, and why the entire label may be a bit higher or whatever, why the wicks below here, why did I end here? is because there's an Asia low like right here that has not been taken out. You can see this Asia low has not been taken out, and so it's risky for me to buy before price takes out this low. Yes, therefore I'd rather wait for price to take out the low than look for confirmation buys to target the 4H high right here. So if this does play out, let's for example price does retrace a deep pullback into our extreme order block and we get confirmation and everything plays out well, we can potentially catch about 74 pips on this move, which is pretty cool because it can give us a very high risk reward because the stop loss will be very tight. Yes, so that's my extreme order block. Then I'm also looking at levels like this one right here. As you can see, these levels here. So this is the reason why I'm choosing this level is because you can see there's some imbalances. You can see there's an imbalance in price here. This is an order block, and yeah, it's in our discount zone too. So and we have liquidity here. This is all liquidity that price can take out into this level to continue buys. So if price gives us confirmation here on the 15-minute, we can simply look for buys to take out this high as usual. And you can see now for our intraday moves on the 15-minute, you can see that we are currently in a consolidation state. You can see that, so I would rather not look for anything on the 15-minute, and I would rather just wait for price to retrace down to this level and continue going up. Yes. So for the 15-minute, nothing also on USDCHF, and for the 15-minute, I would rather wait for the market to open and work with whatever the market is giving me in the current moment. The news, because of the Asia high, the Asia range, I would rather wait for the Asia range to form first during the night, then work with that Asia range in the morning so that I can look for some 15-minute trades. But for the 4H and the daily, we can see our levels. So in short, for USDCHF, waiting for price to retrace here, give us some confirmations and take out that high. Yes, and we can look for some trades there that can potentially look something like maybe this, whatever we can get here. This is just a theoretical thing, doesn't really mean that this is exactly what will happen. It's very theoretical. Can look for a trade like this. Yes, so depending on the stop loss, we can get a very high risk reward. Yes, right there. And yeah, that's for USDCHF. And now for Euro USD. So for Euro USD, we can see. Okay, so what was I doing? Okay, yeah. So these yellow lines you can currently see are actually a major level from the past. This is actually a major level. I'll show you the level. So we can see our levels here. Okay, so if we go to the lower time frames, this is the monthly. I'm currently on the monthly. If we go to the lower time frames, you'll find some major levels here. If you go to the past, some major demand zones. I won't really scale down to the lower time frames. We'll concentrate with what we have, but there are some major levels there. Yes, so this chart is actually incomplete, hence why I just I couldn't go back to the past from here. Yes, this I'm not sure what broker this is, but their chart is incomplete. It starts from 2007. Yes, so yes, we work with what we have, but that's a major level from the higher time frames. Yes. So now, what do we have here? So yes, we can see that the H4 is bearish. You can see this is a high. Take out the low, retrace. Take out this low, retrace, and now this is our low. So you can see the current momentum on the H4 is bearish. This is our range on the H4, and we are currently in a higher time frame demand zone. So let me just extend this so it doesn't look awkward like some random box in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, looks much more fine like this now. Yes, so you can see we're in a higher time frame demand zone. There's some more demand zones lower, just somewhere here, and another one is somewhere here, but we're concentrating on our current demand zone here. You can see it wasn't taken out, and price reacted from the bottom of the demand zone for refine maybe, but you can see we are reacting to the demand zone with the higher time frames, and we have not yet taken out the H4 high, so we are still bearish on the H4. And now when we go to the 15 minute, we can see that this high was not actually this high. The H4 high is actually an Asia high, therefore I cannot look for sales in these zones. The area where I was looking for sales actually was here, right here, of which yes, I was looking for sales, got some confirmations, and yeah, but we can see that price yeah, gave us the reaction, got some confirmations, but retraced back. Yes, so we did not take out this low, and now this high here I cannot use it, although there's imbalances, there's everything you look for in a perfect order block. The reason why you're not looking for sales, you can see we even reacted. I can't still look for sales in here because it's an Asia high. It will most likely be liquidated and taken out, and hence I cannot look for sales. So I'm anticipating this high to be taken out. Yes, taken out for the trend to reverse bullish for a while, maybe just some period of time, until which levels we'll discuss. So the USD is actually very bullish. It's very strong right now. So long term, we're still looking for some sales. We're still looking for the EURUSD to continue going lower. But the current momentum right now is most likely switching bullish, bearish for the USD temporarily. Specifically Euro USD, it's currently switching bearish, well, bullish actually, for Euro USD. Yes, so you can see the USD is actually losing a bit of strength and the Euro is getting some power. So until which levels? So let's see, which levels do I expect price to drop from? So we can see there's a ton of imbalance on the daily. First, let's go to the daily. We look for our major zone on the upside. So on the upside, we have some two major zones that price will most likely reach. We have this zone. Why this zone? Because you can see there's imbalance and there's an order block, and also this zone on top here. This is our extreme OB that broke structure. You can see it broke this structure right here, and now this is our swing leg on the daily. So I'm expecting price to drop from either these two levels and to also fill up this imbalance. This is a very huge imbalance that expects price to fill up and drop from here, or maybe take out this one and drop from the extreme OB, because there's also some imbalance right here. But if we do take out these highs, which I think is very, very unlikely, but can still happen, we'll still work with that. We can look for some sales maybe here, but for now these are our current levels for the week. So now we'll go to the H4 again. Yes, I'm expecting price to take out this high, retrace, then go to that level. So these are the levels where I'm looking to buy from. So on the 15 minute, we can see that we have this OB down here. This is our extreme OB where the move actually began to the upside, which if we take out this high to even be stronger, if we take out this high to be stronger, because now it will be a 4H low. Yeah, so when price retraces down here, I'll be looking for some buys to get some confirmation. Be looking for some buys. So I'm not looking at this level. On the 15 minute actually, so this is the 50. We can see this is the most recent 15-minute high, which was taken out right like that. Price retraced. Okay, so price took out this high also. You can see price retraced and took out this high. Hence we can look for some buys on this recent swing leg. In our premium, in our discount zones, although I'm just labeling this in case, because I usually label after the Asian Rangers form, but you can still take note that you can look for buys in this level. Yeah, so if price does not take out, for some reason price does not take out this high, because if we take out this high, we'll form a new 15-minute range, therefore we can look for buys here. But if we don't take out this high, and maybe price just plays around in this zone and forms our Asia range in this zone and retraces in here, we can look for buys to now take out this high. So that's on the 15-minute. But on the, if price eventually traces down to this level, we'll form targets based on how high price will go. Yes, so overall what I'm looking for on EURUSD is buying for the meantime, because we're in a higher time from demand zone. You can see the 15-minute has changed to bullish, the 4-hour is changing bullish, and we have a ton of imbalance to fill here. We have a lot of imbalances to fill. Top here you can see there's this huge imbalance, and so we have reasons to go up. There's a lot of liquidity up here. You can see there's liquidity up here, there's liquidity there, and you can sell from our higher time frame levels. On the 15-minute we can potentially buy from here depending on how the market moves by Monday. Yes, otherwise that is how I am looking at the market for EURUSD. Yes, can potentially buy to these levels, so can do something like that, then we can continue selling, or we can even go further up here. If this level fails, we can potentially go up here, look for some sales. Yes, so that's for EURUSD. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I'll be releasing this weekly analysis every week, and I'll be updating you guys on how my trades are going and how things are going. See if we can be profitable as a self-taught forex trader. Yeah, otherwise I encourage you guys to actually join the forex game. Is whether you're going to be self-taught, you're going to find a mentor, it can be really beneficial, especially with the help of prop firms. Yes, so forex, the key to forex is that if you have a proper strategy, your psychology is on point. The only thing that can be holding you back now is maybe your risk management and your capital. So if you're everything, your psychology, your risk management and your strategy is on point, the only thing potentially holding you back is your capital. Is your capital. Yes, so the bigger your capital, the better. Yes, of which nowadays is very easy. Instead of trying to flip small accounts, 100 USD accounts, trying to flip them, no, just get huge amount of capital. Prop firms offer that. And so I actually recently bought a prop firm challenge with my forex funds. And things have gone pretty crazy when I began. Yes, so let me show you currently where I am on that account. Okay, so this is the prop firm account. It's with my forex funds, as you can see. It's a $10,000 account, but as you can see, I'm currently at 8,800 USD. I'm literally about to blow the challenge. I'm only left with about 17 USD to completely, because the maximum drawdown is 12%. If you don't know that much about prop firms, you can research on them. And the cause of this drawdown is that I went on a crazy losing streak. Immediately I just began the challenge, I went on a the craziest losing streak I've ever experienced before. And it caused me to try and tweak some of my trading hours, because I discovered some of my losses are coming from some trading hours. Although I won't go in depth, but let me show you the losing streak. Prepare to be amazed. Okay, what's going on? My internet is pretty slow. It's like they don't want to show you my losing streak. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? Why isn't it showing anything? Load. Okay, so since it's not loading, I'll show you the losing streak later. Yeah, maybe in the next video. And yeah, otherwise I'm literally about to blow the account, but it's the account I'll be trading. If it gets blown, I'll update you guys on the next account I'll be trading. Yes, otherwise just hoping for the best next week. Thanks for watching, and yeah, like and subscribe. We really appreciate that if you like this type of content. Otherwise